Standing in now, number 27. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
1 and 2.
A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, fielded by Panic. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Again down to second.
0-1's the count.
A little bouncer. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give him. Boone Logan will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Gregor Blanco will stride into the box as he'll get things started for the Giants in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally. Well, I'll tell you, a side armor is a lot easier to deal with if you're a left-handed hitter. Here he's able to see the ball all the way in, and then he just rips it for a solid single.
Here's Joe Panic. Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. Matt Duffy ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
But gloved by the third baseman for the out. Trevor Brown will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Gonzalez is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. Brandon Belt will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at 3rd, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. Hunter Pence will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball is crushed. It is high. It's deep. And it's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 201 in his career. As this lead got even wider. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Man, I'll tell you, it seems like all game long he's been on every pitch that he's seen. This one's no exception, and it might be his best swing so far. This just about gets out of here, and he'll wind up at second with a double off the wall.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Parra moves over. And that retires the side. Back here in San Francisco. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Williamson is there to put this one away, and it takes just one pitch to record the first out of the seventh. Samardzij's ready. Here's the first pitch. Gerardo Parra stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hit hard on the ground to second. Panic is there. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The batter, number 9.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
DJ LeMahieu is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ballgame and kept his team in the ballgame.
Hit in the air to center field. And the catch is made out there with Blanco under it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Chad Qualls will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Jeff Samardzija will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow.
The throw short hops him at first, and now 2 men are aboard. On to first, and they get the double play.
The second baseman,
Joe Penna gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through a base hit. He's 3 for 5.
When that sinker's up, it flattens out. It becomes a very hittable pitch, and he squares this one up and rips it into center field.
First pitch on its way. Now a check swing here and a little looper. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Ben Paulson will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Samardzija has his target. Here's the first pitch. Dustin Garneau comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Ryan Rayburn will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
number 6, Ryan Rayburn.
Look out as this bat shatters on impact.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
The windup and the 0-1. On the ground to third. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down. Gonzalez Hermen will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Belted high in the air out to left. Parra ranging back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And a very quick start to the inning here. It's a first pitch double.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not the way you're hoping to make an entrance into this ballgame. First batter he faces, bang. This ball just about leaves the yard, winds up hitting off the outfield wall, and now he's going to have to deal with a runner on second base.
Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second.
And these guys just don't seem to want to let up out there. And who can blame them? That's now 13 runs they've put up here so far. And that's going to make for some pretty happy folks in that clubhouse when this one's all over.
Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Gonzalez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number one.
Now batting,
Mac Williamson gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. One out and a runner on second base. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. Blackmon's after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Hence around third, being waved on home. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. So 2 runs on. Charlie Blackmon will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Rips this one to first, and that's a base hit, so the leadoff man does his job here to start the ninth. Number 27 steps into the box.
27.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Ready with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Carlos Gonzalez will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Runners on first with 1 down. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Nolan Arenado will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And there's a swing and a miss, so the Rockies find themselves down to their final strike now.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch to end it for the final out. And the Giants get a complete game shutout from their starter as this ball game is over. Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm